I like those, and I also, what's funny, I don't like the taste of Coke Zero Sugar, but I do like Canada Dry Zero Sugar. They just came
Oh
out.
yeah, sugar-free black.
They just came out with their own zero sugar version, and it's
They've had great diet.
zero sugar, not diet. It's a completely different product. They've done something to make it palatable.
Yeah. So lots of companies are moving to the zero under the Coke banner
Yeah,
because just
marketing.
Yeah, I think I don't know why, but it's absolutely marketing.
Oh, I know
But
why.
there's got to be a reason.
It's because diet now has a negative connotation, and they want to get away from that word.
I don't know if it does. I don't like. I can see why you would say that, but I don't know if that's actually true or not.
That's
like
the
from
explanation the marketers have been giving.
Are you like? That just sounds like something you would say.
Exactly. I'm pulling the same stunt that, somebody who sounds like they know what they're talking about.
It's like you conveniently have all this
My Uncle
information.
Joe read on
I don't
Facebook
think
that
so. Yeah, my brother's
Some
friend's girlfriend's
scientist who
cousin
disagrees
said.
with all the other scientists
Yeah.
said,
No,
no.
but Diet Ginger Ale has been one of my favorite
Yeah.
forever. Like it's better than regular ginger ale. Like
So I'm just
it's
gonna,
more gingery.
I'm going to make up a fact as to why
Go.
they came up with zero sugar
Okay.
pop products.
You know what I'll do? I'll yes and you because you're just making shit up
I
anyway.
love you, buddy. I love you. Diet Pop has achieved, in my opinion, maximum growth potential. The people that want to drink it are already drinking it. And unfortunately, because pop producers want to keep getting more into the fridges of North Americans, fewer people are buying regular pop now because they're starting to watch their
Yep.
sugar intake and their weight and so on and so forth. So the only way to dress up a diet pop is to call it something else.
Yeah, so you said two different things there. Sorry, I'm not yes anding, I'm no butting.
That's called blocking.
That is real blocking.
Yeah, that's
But you said two different things there.
right.
One of them is that Diet Pop has hit its apex of sales and it can't exceed that, thus implying the zero will then bring on new customers. But then you said people are buying less pop,
Less sugar pop.
but less pop, period.
Right.
That's a fact.
True.
So the rebranding is an attempt to bring them back in. And that's going to be what it is. Diet Pop.
I kind of basically said the same thing.
No, you did, but you said them both as you were trying to sell it as a single fact, but it was actually two things because I don't believe part A of your argument.
Ketchup chips.
Yeah. Your house smells like ketchup chips. Hobo gravy.
KFC masquerading as ketchup chips.
Did you...
You
well,
know
had
why you smell
didn't you?
ketchup chips?
Yeah, you
Because
use
she
ketchup.
put ketchup on her fries.
Yeah, of course. And a lot of it.
Yeah.
And you can
Tons.
smell the grease
Tons.
from the KFC
Yep.
on those fries
Correct.
and the ketchup. And I'm saying this, but don't interpret it as like disdain. It's delightful. The smell of ketchup chips, the smell of another person's KFC, it's delicious.
My mom once said, "Why can't KFC just sell deep fried chicken skin?" She said, "I'd buy that."
Everybody would buy that,
Right.
and then they would die. They got close with fucking popcorn chicken.
I mean,
though.
they got specialized by just offering us wings. Why not go full bore and just fry up the skin?
But what do they do with the rest of the chicken?
There's lots of stuff they can use for the chicken.
Well, I'm asking the question. What is it?
Single serve chicken lunches that are
Skinless chicken? Who's buying that?
It's cut up chicken mixed with pasta or whatever that you unthaw.
So they're not creating one new product. They're creating a whole fucking menu.
Why not?
Because that's crazy talk. That's absolute lunacy what you've done. You've changed the entire business.
Well, and for what it's
Your
worth,
mom's fucking nuts.
for that I cannot deny. So what's new with you? All right, so for our next topic,
I don't know. What is new?
how was the birthday last week?
Oh, terrible. For her birthday, we got her a night at a hotel.
Oh, yeah.
So she went Friday. Her birthday was Saturday. So she went out. She went Friday, and that was great. She just came back Saturday, and our daughter was a nightmare.
While she was gone.
No, when she got home, daughter and I were home alone,
Oh, okay.
and then wife came home, and
And
the
then your
daughter
daughter
was
went
a
nuts.
disaster.
Oh.
Separation anxiety, maybe,
Oh.
or
So all
just a
like
lot of
real
emotions.
clingy and yeah.
just so much. It
Huh.
was awful.
Hmm.
It was a real bad day for her, which is too bad.
How long did it take for her to get over it?
The next day she was fine.
Oh, good. Where'd you send her?
A loft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right by the train station. Right by
Yeah.
McMahon.
Yeah.
Incredible. It's less than 5 minutes away.
Right.
So it was like, and I think I only paid. No, I think it ended up being like 160 with taxes and services and bullshit like that. But still, she got a king size bed, and she said it was all right. Oh, breakfast was included and stuff like that. So yeah, it wasn't bad. It's a 3.5-star hotel. So like, what do you want?
We're heading out in a couple of months again to San Diego.
Weird. You guys never go there.
Yeah, I know, right? This will be number 15.
You dare to go back, huh?
Well, there's just nothing we don't like about it.
Last time you came back, all you did was complain about it.
What did I complain about?
Everything. Especially if you compare it to the time before you went. It was busy. It was expensive. The
was
hotel wasn't
expensive.
any good. Blah, blah, blah. There was it surprised me how, you even said that you were disappointed. And there was a bit of like, well,
Yeah.
in your voice.
I wasn't.
So-
The thing is, though, if I remember what was wrong, it had more to do with the hotel not giving us the same kind of arrangements that they normally give us.
Right, which is a
Coupled-
huge part of it, though,
Yeah,
for you,
it
right?
is. It is. But we're willing to take another chance that they'll correct themselves this time.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Because of the 14 times that we've been to that place so far, they've only messed up, and when I say messed up, like I'm being real first world, get over yourself twice.
Right.
And, being a drama king on top of it. So
Sure. Yeah, fair
so,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
All the other thing. But, the price thing truly is like you get shell shocked when the bill comes in afterwards. And it's just like, whoa. But then, 6 months goes by and you're like, ooh,
Let's do that
can't wait to
again.
go again. Because it is a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is a good time and it is relaxing, and being on the ocean front is really, that's where I'd want to die. Seriously. It's just so nice. So any news or happenings caught your eye or whatever, caught your attention in the last month and a bit?
Maybe, but nothing that really sticks out.
No.
No, it's all just
Noise.
too much information
Yeah.
constantly that it all just becomes background noise.
Right.
You give a shit for 15 minutes and then it's over.
Been reading much?
Yeah, I've been reading a bit. Nothing that's really too exciting. I read one I enjoyed quite a bit, The Long Walk. It's by Richard Bachman, which is the pseudonym that Stephen King used for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a story about some dystopian time where there is an event that happens annually where there are 100 boys picked to go to walk without the rules are you can't stop, you can't go below 4 miles an hour, and it's just walk until there's only one of you left, because if you go below 4 kilometers or 4 miles an hour, you get a warning. After 3 warnings, you're killed.
Killed?
Killed. So this story is about this dude and a few of his friends, or friends that he's made. They're not friends, there's just, and their walk. And they start at the border of US and Canada and walk south. It's a funny story. But not ha-ha funny. It's pretty dark.
Yeah, sounds like it. What's the motivator? What do you get if you win? Bragging rights? Stay alive?
So the what all of these people are everyone's to believe is that if you win, you get anything you want forever.
Okay.
So lots of people that join are people who are impoverished, or families that are, can't afford something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the incentive. As the story goes, it peels back that only by discovery by the kids that are walking, because there's no outside information brought to them, they sort of come to realize that nobody wins. It's an interesting book because there's like no information. It's just like, this is what it is. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it was short. But it was good. And other than that, I've been hanging out. Well, while hanging out with the moms after school, one of the moms was talking about a book series, and another mom was like, "Oh, I love that book series." So I made the mistake of saying, "Well, what book series?" So they told me, and they gave me the gist of it. I looked real quick on my phone, and it said fantasy, and the next meta tag was romance, and I was like,
Here we go. Yeah. Nah.
No, I said fuck it.
Oh, really?
Fuck
You
it.
went for it.
Fuck it. Why not?
Right.
Like, what do I have to lose? Like, if I hate it, I'll fucking stop.
Right.
So I read it, and I was like, this book is bad. This book is bad. And I said it to one of the moms. She's like, I know, but you have to read the second book. You have to at least get through the second. If you get to the end of the second and you're like, this is fucking stupid, just stop, because then you're just not into it. But the first one is, but the second one will bring the first one together and set up for the rest of them.
Did you fall for that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and?
And I'm halfway through book 4.
That's funny.
They're so bad.
But see, now
Well,
you got,
but it's
now
not
you got
so
something
bad.
to talk about with the moms.
Oh, yeah. No, wait, no, it was strategic. But, yeah, it's, so, like, it's, the first one's young adult, so it's just rough.
Mm-hmm.
And as they progress, they get a little darker. Sort of like the Harry Potter books is kind of what it was, sort of familiar. But the fantasy story is really low-hanging fruit, but it's fun, and it's just like, it's like watching a TV show that's not that great. And every time a romance part comes on, I just skip. Like, it's just, it grosses me out, actually. I'm reading the sex scenes, I'm like, ooh, what is this doing here? No. Go back to, because obviously the lead is a female.
Right.
Maybe not obviously, but obviously the lead is a female. And she's tough. She's fucking cool and all this. And then it gets to these sex scenes. And I'm just like, ugh, I feel like it deflates the character.
Right.
I felt that with Hunger Games as well, because the primary character is a female as well.
Mm-hmm.
But she just lost so much chutzpah because there was a boy.
Right.
Boo, earns.
Yeah.
You women don't need these men. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I get it. And people do not like me shit talking Hunger Games. I'm like, the character was so cool, except that she was just so lame over a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And like, same thing with this. This lady's some fucking immortal, magical, shape-shifting, teleporting, telekinesis, pyrokinesis, fucking super creature.
Right, but she's soft for some
She's
dude.
just fucking
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just so lame.
And it's not necessary for that.
I don't think, but of course it
But
is
they're
necessary.
trying
But it's a
to-
romance book.
Right, and that's
It's a
the
romance
problem.
author.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this book
So
is
they can't
n-
help themselves but to
No.
fall back on their...
That's what sells,
Yeah.
and it happens to have a story to it.
Right.
But these sex scenes are like 15 pages. 15 pages on my e-reader, so I don't know what that actually translates to. Probably 7 or 8, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just like,
it really is a fantasy.
yeah, it really is. Yeah. And he entered her, and he's done. Oh, and he's asleep. There you go.
15 pages later.
Yeah. That's a realistic romance novel. Nah, he's not into kissing tonight. He just wants to go and get it in and get her done. Oh, there you go. He didn't brush his teeth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a hard time with secondhand embarrassment. I've always had a really hard time with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's a physical, visceral response, and I'm like, this, nope, no good. Yeah,
So there's no way you could watch the British version of The Office.
it took me a long time to watch either the British or the American one.
Yeah.
Like, the episodes are, let's say the episodes are a half an hour. They always took me at least 45 minutes.
Right.
Because I have to pause them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
And that's what appealed to me the most about the
Yeah.
British version, because Gervais, like, he was a natural.
Yeah, he was amazing.
He was a natural at being a total fucking...
Knob.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, it was very uncomfortable.
It was
There's
like,
lots of shows that
how
like
are
that.
you doing it? Are you just being yourself?
Yeah, so good at it.
He was just so fucking amazingly good at it. And you just, he would do or say something, and you would just go, oh my God, I know this is just a TV show, but this guy, why do I feel like this? Why is he making me feel like this? And I reveled in it. Ricky Gervais set the bar.
But after the first season, it was
It found of the Brit one
no
or the American one.
the American one.
You thought it got better or worse?
It became its own.
Yeah, it found its own footing.
It was its own thing
For sure.
because it was a copy.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, the characters started steering finding their own stories.
Yeah,
That were unique from the British version, for sure.
that's actually that. I don't know what I
Like
call
Dwight.
it, anxiety or whatever it is. Actually,
Yeah.
prevents me from going to comedy shows because I just
Oh,
watching
really?
somebody bomb. I'm just like, I can't listen to call-in radio shows.
Oh, really?
Can't do it. Makes me sick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's just like,
Oh, I know.
oh. fucking
Yeah,
so
whereas
bad.
I'm actually quite entertained by
Yeah.
it. And I'll even call in. I call into Alberta at noon.
Yeah, I believe
Especially
it.
if the topic is fun
Yeah.
or something that
You think you know about.
I'm interested in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to fucking talk about this. And just repeat yourself, or just take forever to get to the point, or just like, holy fuck. I admire the hosts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you do this?
Yeah.
And just be patient.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know. They're like, oh, fuck it. Hi, Carl.
It's not that
Caller
common.
ID. Yeah,
it's
right.
not that common.
Yeah, right. Oh, we have Mr. Carl Plez on the phone again. What do you want, Carl?
You got to remember.
Hey, let me tell you a story I've told you 7 times.
The calls are screened.
Yeah.
And that's actually the part that I find most funny is that the calls are actually screened
Yeah,
before
these
they
fucking
go on air,
assholes
and
get
they're
through.
Still letting
Yeah.
people through that shouldn't ever get on air. It's so fun.
Ugh,
It's so fun.
I hate it so much.
It's awesome. You really need to try it.
What, call
It
in?
can change your life, yeah.
No, the problem is, I don't have a problem calling in. That's the thing, is that nobody has a problem calling in. Because
Right.
nobody thinks that they're the fucking retard.
Right.
But you are. You absolutely are. You don't think your fucking shit stinks. You're like, yeah, no, I got a point. And we're going to get there when I'm ready. Holy God. Fuck, man.
Oh,
There should be a
man.
requirement to have some broadcast training to call into a show. Like, concise. Concise. Get to the point. I know you're old and you're lonely. Shut the fuck up.
How about writing in where you're actually being concise?
Well,
When
writing
you email
is
them
totally,
with your opinion.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Oh, okay.
I still wouldn't, because then I got to listen to them reading emails.
Right. But at least the emails, they don't have to read the whole thing.
No.
They just read the part that matters.
Yada, yada, yada.
Get to the point. Yeah, exactly.
No, I know. I don't.
It's too bad they couldn't make the show just that. Okay, so email us your thoughts and we'll maybe read some of them on the air.
Fucking will filter through all this horse shit. I want to go on the radio and do a call show and not take any calls.
Well, there have been times that happened. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they did let some people through. But yeah, the panelists that they had on just had so many things to say. And it's funny because the host kept saying, oh, if you want to jump into this conversation, call this number. And I'm just imagining all these people piling up, waiting for their chance to talk. And it's like, well, we got a break for the news now at 12:30. And it's like, half the show's gone and no one's ever got a chance to call in yet.
Or it's
They read a couple of
super-
emails and that was it.
Or it's a super spicy subject and they're like, oh, sir, we can't let you on the radio.
Yeah.
You can't say the N-word on the radio, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I can. Let me on.
Yeah. Actually, that would make a good skit, is the screener trying to find a suitable call-in
Oh,
person.
yeah.
And having to reject all the people because they're just being complete every spectrum of...
Yeah, that's not so bad. That would be good. That would be good. Call center outtakes or call show
God,
outtakes. You're
yeah.
like, these are the people we had to say no to.
This is Joe from Innisfail.
Nope. You're out, Joe.
Click. Next.
My combine. You're out. You're out. You're out.
I'm Caroline from Caroline. You sound like a guy. You sound like Charlie, who I just hung up on 30 seconds ago.
Oh.
God dang it.
What episode is this?
40. This is episode 40 of Talkbots. In case you were wondering what nonsense you were listening to.
No one's listening.
I know.
They gave up a long time ago.
The question I have for you is, when are you giving up on it?
What? I gave up a long time ago.
We're not even trying. We used to have topics listed that we were going to pick from. We got nothing.
That's not true.
No, that's not true. There is actually
What are
a
you trying
topic
to
in
do?
the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We're going to get to
what
it.
is it? Or are you just trying to segue nicely? Okay.
Well, I was trying to say.
You had the opportunity. I was talking about wokeness. That would have been good. Fucking. Speaking of wokeness,
Guess who's back? Nenshi's back.
maybe.
Oh, no, there isn't no maybe.
No.
He's already soliciting.
No, of
donations.
course.
Yeah.
But he might not be back.
No.
He's around.
He's vying for the leadership
For
of the
backness.
NDP.
For backness.
Yes.
He is. Guess who joined the Alberta NDP party today? I did.
Good for you.
So did my wife.
Yeah, we're both members.
I've never joined a party before.
No,
No.
I have.
Okay.
This will be the second time.
Let's make it about you. Okay, good.
Just kidding.
But
yeah,
my
no,
story.
I think like they were quizzing him a few days ago on the radio and asked him how many signups did you get, and he goes, I'm not going to tell you that. He goes, but he said, let's just put it this way. He said, I had a number in my mind of what I thought we were going to get, and we went way beyond that number.
I'm sure.
Yeah. The thing that I'm worried about is that there are a significant number of Nenshi haters in Calgary specifically. And I don't know whether that's going to hurt his chances. You know?
They wouldn't have voted NDP anyway.
Right.
None of the builders and their associates were going to vote NDP anyway. Like, of course, I don't fucking know.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
But I think it's probably
right, though.
fair to say they're UCP supporters.
Pretty good chance.
And anybody that disliked him as a mayor, especially in his latter years, yeah, I don't know, maybe they've forgotten, or I don't think it'll hurt him. I think his numbers will still be pretty strong. But the first hurdle is becoming leader of the party, because
Yeah.
he's not even there yet.
No.
Will he be? Probably.
Probably.
It'd be weird if it wasn't.
Yeah,
Because he's got a lot of clout.
he does.
He proved himself for 14 years? 12 years he was mayor?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
Did a lot of good things. Fucked up a few times, but who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
The big complaints are his inability to play with others.
Yes.
Um,
And he said a few things that I hope he was actually being honest about when he said them. Because you know how it is with
sure,
politics.
he's a politician, yeah.
Right?
Like a real one.
But when they said, so what is an NDP party led by you going to be like? And he goes, and he basically said, and I'm paraphrasing, I have no intentions of changing the party. He said, there's nothing wrong with the Alberta NDP party. He said, the reason why I want to be the leader of it is because I want to give it more exposure, and I want to try to convince more Albertans that we're just as much like them. You know what I mean? That
We're
we
on the
are
same side.
just we're on the same side here. We're not we're not against the average Alberta. We're for the average Albertan, and he goes, I think I have the tools that are necessary to convince more people to vote for this party. He said, but I have no intentions of redesigning the party. He said, it's full of great people. They all have great ideas. And he said, I hope not to become the person with all the ideas, but the person who helps kind of like just...
The conduit, too.
Yeah, the conduit for them.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I hope you're actually sincere in that, because that's what you need to be for this to work. Because you're not known as the one who plays well with others. You're known as the one who takes the ball and runs with it and doesn't pass it to anybody. So it would be nice if that's how it actually works out. But like you said, in the end, the ones who don't even see him doing that when he is doing that are the ones who never would have voted for that party in the first place. So it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, you're right. And especially now, it doesn't matter because he's just to be the leader of the party. But when he is running for premier, that's the opportunity to be like, Danielle Smith is a fucking nightmare and she's not helping you.
Right.
And
And
if
that
you
is
didn't like
his
me,
out of the gate message.
oh, it is right already.
Yeah.
She's a nightmare and she's not here to help you. She's hurting you.
Yeah. All she wants to do is pick fights, not solve problems.
Yeah.
And as long as he keeps hammering that message home, because it's what I've been feeling for the last, since they got elected.
It's incredible.
Stop picking fights with people who don't matter in the general day-to-day business of Alberta and just help us solve our problems.
Yeah, save us. It's interesting to watch Reddit because it's not like a real pulse to real human beings.
No.
But it's pulse-like.
Yeah, you can get a sense from both sides of the fence what everybody's thinking.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But there are a number of people that said that I've voted UCP my whole life.
Right.
And this is the first time that I won't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just because she's bonkers. She's just gone nutso.
Right.
So, as nice as it is that
But
Nenshi
how are
might
they
be
only
running,
seeing that now when the evidence was in even before she won as leader of the party? Like, she was saying things like, until you hit stage 4, all the other phases of cancer are totally within your control.
Right.
To to get rid of. And people were going, what? Who does she think she is? Like, what kind of bullshit snake oil is she trying to sell? But, she was a radio personality at the time. But still, she didn't not believe the things that she was saying. She just felt that she had the freedom to say the things that were on her mind.
Well, she couldn't be fired at that point.
Yeah.
She couldn't be fired from the radio station again.
But they still hired her as leader of the party.
It's that's just because she does whatever.
That's another thing that Nenshi said
do.
about her. He said he's known her for many, many years, and he feels that the person who's running the party is not the person that he knew. She's got a facade on, or whatever, in an effort to be in charge, to be in power, which is bizarre, but
But it's also not. It's politics. Like it is.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the bigger knocks against him, is that his life in politics was a nonpartisan mayor.
Yes.
Right? He doesn't, does he know how to politic? I don't know.
We'll find out.
He started lots of fights.
Yes.
And were they appropriate fights? In many cases,
Yes.
I agreed.
Yeah.
Jason Kenney was a cocksucker.
Yeah.
Fight with him, yes, because he was trash.
Right.
But is that how you politic?
No, but it's a great training ground.
I agree. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But
because you learn very quickly what works and what doesn't.
Yeah. But eventually he pissed off enough people. I think that's, I don't know. Like the complaints against him about not playing well with others. Mm-hmm. I always saw it as him just finally getting fed up with the horrible people that were running this city. And he was just like you're not doing anything.
Well, he had nothing nice to say about the bureaucrats, because the bureaucrats would do anything but what the councillors wanted, which drove him insane, because he thought, how the hell do we elect people to council to try to run the city in the manner with which the people that voted for them want it run, only to find out that the bureaucrats don't want to play ball.
Right.
That they've already got their agenda, they've already made up their mind how things are going to be, and that's all there is to it. But
I hope that's changed, because now he's moving up a level.
Yeah.
In a province that is real mad about anything that's not oil and gas.
Yes.
Real mad.
Yes.
And that was one of his big things when he was mayor is green initiatives.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Right? Like, I have a sense that he might just shut the fuck up about
But
that for a while.
there are a lot more I've noticed when I'm reading the comments, even like on the news sites. I'm starting to notice that the people who had the loudest voice in years and months prior were always tearing down anyone that sided with the greening of Alberta. With the usual tropes
Yeah.
about, it's gonna.
We're doomed.
We're doomed if we abandon oil and gas because it is such a huge prop up on our economy. Yada yada yada. This, that, and the other thing. And oh, by the way, the sun doesn't stay out 24 hours a day, and all the other bullshit excuses why we can't start to green the grid or whatever, because we're not asking for a full and total transformation. We're just asking to keep pushing things in that direction rather than just, dragging our feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to notice more and more people are finally seeing the bullshit for what it is when, for example, the moratorium got placed on no more new projects would be approved until they had a chance to look and see whether or not green projects were damaging the farmland and the ecosystems and leaving lasting effects, because we can't have that. We can have abandoned oil wells scattered all over the province.
Tailing ponds, killing ducks.
Yeah, and tailings ponds, but we can't possibly allow rows of solar panels to affect the farmland in any negative way. Like, give me a fucking break. And so they hired they hired a report to get done on the whole thing, and the report basically came out and said nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. At the exact same time that the moratorium was lifted, and now all of a sudden all of the pro-sustainable people are now starting to yell really loud and go, see, motherfuckers, we told you, you guys were just wasting time, wasting money, and driving away potentially multi-billion-dollar business from coming to this goddamn province.
Not even potentially. Like, they're worth billions, and lots of people have walked.
And all you did was sat back and laugh while the government dicked them around.
Yep.
For what? So what did you accomplish from all of that? Absolutely nothing. And meanwhile, the rest of the country, never mind the rest of the world, is going to leave us in the dust when it comes to this.
So to bring it back to Nenshi specifically, and the hope that he becomes premier, because I think that's ultimately what the goal is, is that all the people that want to see a greener Alberta, I think for the vast majority are going to vote orange anyway, regardless of who's running.
Yes.
Be it Rachel or
Yes.
Todd or whoever the fuck is running that party.
That's not going to be what he's going to talk about.
No, he needs converts. He needs people that were blue.
Yeah.
And or
he needs
more
to
so
talk about what's important to everyone, not just one part of the population.
Yeah.
He needs to focus on how fucked up the healthcare system is. He needs to housing. Guess who just texted me?
Nenshi?
Yeah.
Oh, what's he want?
Money, of
Wants
course.
to meet?
Support, volunteers. Like, it's not a personal message. But no,
Carl, you want to hang out?
for example, one of the things that very few people talk about, because God forbid the press should actually bring this up, because it's real news. The big fiasco where the lab services got turned over to Dynalife, which was a back pocket project of somebody in the provincial government.
Of course.
It's going to be a while before we find out who that person was. And how many pockets got lined as a result of that contract being granted. But the disaster that wreaked on lab services across the province, and especially in urban areas, the part of the story they're not telling you about is now that they've abandoned Dynalife and gone back to the lab services thing, they can't hire anybody to fill those goddamn positions because the people who lost their jobs left, and a lot of them left on their own accord because Dynalife supposedly wasn't going to give them a pension.
Mm.
They had pension arrangements under lab services, no pension arrangements under Dynalife, or shitty arrangements, and they were like, fuck that. And so they walked and said, we're not going to play this fucking game. Like, you can't waste your half of your career trying to fight with your employer, especially when your employer keeps trading badges and sides. And so they just walked. So now that they've gone back to lab services and the government's kind of going, see, we listened to the public and we fixed it. Well, no, you didn't. The damage is already done. And now they can't find enough people to fill the jobs because they didn't even have the courage to say, we're going to put everything back to the way it was. When they said, if we come back, are you going to give us the same pension we had before? Well, then fuck you. If you can't say yes unequivocally, so once again, the government that is not an NDP government made a decision that was not only unnecessary, it was fatal. It was fatal. It cost a whole bunch of money and it ruined careers in a manner that it may take years to fix. It may take years to fix. Because this isn't the kind of government that would turn around and go, oh yeah, let's give them everything they would possibly want to get them back. No. They're basically telling lab services, don't you dare spend $1 over what we told you you've got to work with. So the people are not going to get what they want to return to their jobs. Which is sad because they had it in the first place before they meddled. Everything was going just fine. The only thing that was ever wrong with lab services is they just didn't have a big enough budget. And then along comes this private company going, well, we can do it. Except that they couldn't.
No, you can't.
Except that they couldn't. They could not. And it didn't take long to figure that out either.
No,
it became a gong show. Like, fuck.
I haven't had blood work done in a very long time.
I have to go every 3 months for my A1C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to, but I don't. It's a nightmare.
Right.
It's just a nightmare. It's just, my wife's got to go, and she's got to get blood work to check her liver and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, real important shit.
Yeah.
So she comes back, and she's just exhausted. She's like, this was a horrible experience. Yeah. And I'm not going then. Like, fuck it. I'm just not going to go. Fuck this noise, man. No way. Your A1C, I don't know, probably pretty good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see
how this evolves.
I really hope it works out.
Yeah.
Like, even if, because he's going to fuck up, and he's inexperienced, but he's got to be better than this fucking
the thing is,
proxy cunt.
He's not stupid, and he's probably surrounded himself, I would hope, with some smart people, because he did surround himself with smart people to get elected as mayor the first time.
Yeah.
Because he came from fucking nowhere.
Yeah, he did.
He came out of nowhere. Did I ever tell you I actually interviewed him before he became mayor the first time?
No.
Yeah, when I found out that he was running, I just knew that this had the potential to really shake things up. So I called his campaign and I said, I'm just a blogger here, but I want to interview this guy. I want to talk to him. And they're like, yeah, let's make this happen. And I did. I met him at a park downtown during a city event, like an outdoor event. And we sat down, we had a nice talk for about an hour. And I liked what he had to say. And I made it very clear to everybody that would listen that I thought he would be a really good mayor. Because he didn't have any of the political baggage that everybody else had. Nobody had their hands in his pockets trying to, get him to toe the line. And I thought that was pretty good. And lo and behold, they elected him. But his campaign was a machine. Like it just
Purple machine.
Yeah, it crawled and then it got up and it started walking and then it started jogging and then it went into a full fucking
Well, it went so
sprint.
good that he had to stop.
Yep.
Like 11, 12 years or whatever it was. He's like, I'm fucking out, dude.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Here, elect this stupid broad and nobody wants.
And she's not faring very well right now either.
No.
It's the ones that don't like her hate her so much.
Yeah.
They're trying to petition her out of office.
They sure are. And it's a well-funded petition, too.
Yeah.
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 You know, I was reading, again, Reddit, just whatever, and this guy posted this argument for him to not be in, and I was like, this is a very compelling argument against him. And it was just that this guy can't even win Canada Reads. And I was like, oh my God, that is genius. He can't even win Canada Reads. And he was so sincere in that statement.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Right.
Because it was a reply to a
Right.
Because above he was just like, this guy doesn't fucking play well with others. He pissed off all the builders and he didn't want to pay for sewers. Holy shit, dude.
It was pretty funny.
It was so funny. And that was one of his arguments.
Right.
And I just replied, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Super compelling.
And that's what's fun about Reddit, is that some people come up with some real gems
Oh, yeah. People are very
to argue their point.
He couldn't even win Canada Reads. You're right, buddy. He could not.
Yeah.
He could not.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Having
defend.
said that, though, none of his competition have even entered Canada Reads. So there's that, too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think
Some
Daniel
of them
Smith
can't
can
even read.
You tell me what to say. You do. Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
We are just so disenfranchised with how
We are. It's so
the
broken and
province
sad.
is running. Some of us, anyways.
No, but I think fucking everybody is, dude.
Well, there are a lot of conservatives who said she promised and didn't. She promised and didn't. And I'm even noticing, I'm starting to hear that now. Every time they announce that they've accomplished something, it's like, promise made, promise kept. And it's like, yeah, but you're going to find that your opposition during the election campaign is going to show all of the promise made, promise not kept. And that is going to really boil the blood of all the people who would have voted for your ass. And now are just basically going, fuck you. You fucked up. You're gone.
I wonder if he he
Just I
has
hope
this.
That's how it goes.
He has this sort of no bullshit almost about him. Like when at the end of his mayoral position, like he was tired of it, and he was sassy.
He was
kind of an
he
asshole.
was totally sassy.
And so there's this
just
taste
didn't care
of Trump to him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm hoping that if he debates Danielle Smith, it'll just be like, and he'll just like railroad or just like, shut up. What you're saying is ridiculous. And just really just smash it.
I don't think he'll be rude about it, but
No.
he is definitely
No, he wouldn't be.
try to put her down.
No, like it's a Harvard grad compared to
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fired
Yeah,
radio broadcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I think this is going to be a fun fight to watch, because if he does become leader, of the NDP, I don't think she realizes what she's about to.
I think she's well aware of what's
You think so?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think the UCP does. I
Yeah.
think they all know. Is like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Because he, like, in the urban centers, like, yes, it'll be, oh yeah, definitely him. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's well aware, and she's probably terrified to lose that power.
Is she?
Power she never
Is
got,
she,
though. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have no
That's
idea.
just it. Like, I often get the feeling that she's delusional enough to not realize just how much of a threat he is yet. But we'll see. I mean, it'll all depend on how they react. It'll all depend on, like, the kinds of things that they do going forward. If they start all playing nice, all of a sudden, which is totally out of character for them, then we know they are scared. But if they keep up with the same kind of tricks that they've been pulling for the last year and a half, then we'll know they're taking their chances. They're not really that, or they're going to just bide their time and then not start playing nice until it matters.
Right.
Around election time. At which point, I don't think they realize now they'll have pissed off the maximum number of people that should be voting for them. And then you'll just, be able to go, remember what they did last week? Remember what they did 2 weeks ago?
Let's bring up this
Remember
headline
what they did a
from
month
yesterday.
ago? Yeah, so, I don't know. If they are running scared and they do start playing nice, which is totally contrary to how they do things under normal circumstances, I don't know if they've got the endurance to keep doing it for as long as it takes to get to the next election.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. The only thing that I don't like about this is hope.
Right.
Like, it's just, if you're going to do this, you have to win.
Yeah.
Because if you don't,
just get it done.
It's going to break people.
Yeah.
Because this is a glimmer of hope of this horribleness to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And if he doesn't win, it's like I feel for the Americans.
Yeah, exactly.
If Trump wins,
if Nenshi can't win, who the fuck is going to be able to beat those guys?
Yeah.
If he can't do it, who could?
You're right.
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 Yeah.
It's just, oh no.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Trump, for example, has made it very clear that if he gets reelected, I'm only going to be a dictator for one day. Those are the actual words out of his mouth. He didn't even try to sugarcoat it.
Nope.
Like,
oh. No. Very bad man. Very bad man.
it's just, it's like watching a TV show and then realizing, oh shit, this is reality TV. This isn't fantasy. These people are actually doing and saying this shit. What is going on?
And the sound bites of the weird Americans are like, this country could really use with a dictator right now. Because it's sort of all going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I actually feel very sad for those people. Like, the first visceral response is anger and just being really upset at them. And then you're just like, no, the wool is so over your eyes.
Yes.
That you're convinced that this bad man wants what's best for you.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
But it's the worst kind of reinforcement bias come to life, because human beings have an uncanny ability that once they have established a truth for themselves, a reality for themselves, you could give them 1,000 examples of how what they're saying isn't right, or isn't proper, or is a lie, or is being misled. And they will find the most interesting and clever and unbelievable ways to twist those pieces of evidence to help support their argument.
Yeah, it's called belief. It's called faith.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they've got it.
Oh, yeah. But most people do.
So, to them, Trump is the Messiah, essentially. God help anybody that gets in his way. And whereas last time he was surrounded by people who were trying to explain to him how the world really worked, this time around, he's going to make sure he only surrounds himself with people who will say, yep, let's do it.
We've tried that a lot.
Damn
Last
the
time,
consequences. So, yeah, there's another scary situation.
It's so hopeless. It feels so hopeless. That's why I'm excited, like I say. I'm excited, but also really
Yeah,
not
you're
excited
trying not to be overexcited and
to have any
convince
level of-
yourself that...
I'm just so tired of just seeing news about something else that they're doing. That it's just like, oh, it just hurts people.
Mm-hmm.
Not even necessarily me specifically
Mhm.
or directly.
Just people.
Just it's hurting people.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
Money?
Yeah.
Stop it.
But they seem to be focused on things that just don't matter. Like repatriating the pension. Nobody asked for that. Getting rid of the RCMP and forming a provincial police force. Who exactly asked for that? A couple of farmers
Yeah.
that have extra big pitchforks? Like who asked for
Yeah,
that?
where does this come from? Yeah, new police force. What are you talking about?
But in the meantime, it's like people can't get doctors. Wait times are not going down, contrary to what anyone's being told.
Ugh.
The doctors themselves are just like, they don't even know what the future looks like for them anymore. Correza.
Well, now I feel horrible.
So, write in your notes of positive motivation for Adam so that he's not so sad.
I need him.
Because we won't be talking again for, well, actually, it'll be 3 weeks now, roughly. Because we skipped a week.
Don't tell me when it's going to be.
We're going to still stick with the second Friday of the month schedule, yeah?
What is that, a
going
statement or a
forward.
question?
A question.
Kind of.
Are we sticking with the second Friday of the month thing?
What's with the voice, you condescending fuck?
Why am I condescending if I make a voice?
Now you're gaslighting. That's fucking awesome. You're really good at this. You'd be a blast to be married to. Fucking dick. Yes, Carl, we'll be still doing this fucking thing on Friday of every month. Unless I change my mind. This podcast is nothing without me. It's only half as good. I'd love to see some passive-aggressive move if I cancel. You're like, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
Episode 41 is out.
Yeah.
I did it myself. Oh, man. That would be a hard episode to listen to. Have I told you the story about the time I got COVID? Have I told you the story about San Diego? Have I told... Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is a clip show, apparently.
I wouldn't do it.
You would?
No, I wouldn't.
Just to be spiteful?
No.
Well, listen to me.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm going to read from my blog.
So I think that's an episode.
Yeah, I think so. I don't... Yeah, we ended it on me feeling hopeless and sad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
I can cut that out. Hopeless and sad.
It's kind of... I have brief periods of up.